Rest assured, my fellow horror fans, this movie is about as far as this account is ever going to go in talking about anything beyond just the horror that we know and love. Necessity kind of beckoned, given the early responses movies have been getting, and to boot the pedigree of filmmaker that's working on it. It just kind of seemed appropriate for me to talk about Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, directed by the amazing Sam Raimi. Now, for all of us, the reason why we are excited about this movie is the fact that Sam Raimi was directing this, and I'm very happy to report that this movie is a collision of the two legacies of Sam Raimi, the superhero and the horror. Those two worlds that Sam Raimi became known and loved for are merged together in this film in all the most sublime ways possible that stretch the concept of the PG-13 rating. Because for many of you who weren't alive when the PG-13 rating was created, movies like this is the fucking reason that PG-13 was invented. This kind of movie. And it's beautiful for it, where everyone else is going, I was like, yes. Yeah, so you do get a lot of that in here. Now, as far as its central concept of multiverse hopping, I admit I've recently been spoiled by Everything Everywhere All at Once, which I gotta say, if you have not seen that movie, strongly recommend it. The hype is real. Go catch it. It's amazing. So you don't really get a lot of that in this movie. And by extension, you don't get a lot of the, fangasming, fan-wanky speculation that the internet's been going crazy about recently. You won't get a lot of that, but what you do get is the stuff that will start getting you drooling. So you'll have that, which will be nice. But the real reason why I had such a great time watching this is because I wanted to see, exactly what I said. Sam Raimi doing the two things that we have known him to do really, really well: horror and superhero movies. And that's what we get. We get some incredible visuals, some wild and crazy camera work. Now, I will say, unfortunately, one thing that Sam Raimi has never been particularly great at is CGI effects. Now, granted, these are definitely way better than the CGI that you find in the first Spider-Man movie. But even then, when you think about the gorgeous work he did with K&B effects, it's still kind of like, eh. You couldn't have brought K&B in to work on some of these effects. That's fine. But you know what? You don't care, because the story is still, the core that really makes this a lot of fun. You even get Danny Elfman actually bringing it for the first time in a while, music-wise. And there are certain appearances that happen in this movie. One that leads to easily one of the most important post-credit stingers in the history of Marvel ever. Yeah. It's the most important. I'm not even kidding. So, yeah. Sam Raimi forever, baby.